And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics, I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league.
You're right, Dave, that is scary. Thanks for that one. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Lakers. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference.
And I think for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Hayward. Bridges out there with Zeller. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, here we go. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Bryant is out there with Champ, and it's McGrady in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Rozier. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kevin, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And, Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
You got to do it.
With AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Rozier against Bryant. There's the 3. And it's Rozier missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The drive by James, and he gets the bucket.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Ball with it. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Hayward looking over the floor. Lock at 6. No good on that one. Good D by LeBron. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Timberwolves. Davis against Hayward. Zeller inside.
Zeller was a high draft pick. This guy was the 4th overall pick in his draft, but he's more of a blue-collar guy. Great work ethic and is eager to learn, always in learning mode.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year, the scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but It seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
And the dunk by James.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 7. Misses off the right iron. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's McGrady. LeBron trying to free himself up. And that one's good. McGrady.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ball against James. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Ball. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Outside, Kobe. James trying to free himself up. And the basket by Kobe. Bryant's got his second basket of the night.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Here's Hayward. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McGrady's got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And here is Ball. 8 points his last outing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Bryant. And then for Charlotte, P.J. Washington. He's checked in for Hayward. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Terry Rozier. And Zeller kicks to Graham. Shot clock at 5. And Graham throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Zeller following the basket by LeBron James. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you know, in Cody Zeller, I think they've got a guy who does all the little things like making good, smart passes and creating open shots for others.
Now, here's Wade. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Hornets trail by 10. Ball, the pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Graham. And Wade sends it back.
And I'll tell you what, Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the two-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
Wade outside. Shoots over Graham. Bridges with the board. They break it out, 5 on 3. With the second effort. And it's Graham missing.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got
here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Devontae Graham. McDaniels is out there with P.J. Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Monk in at shooting guard. Hornets trail by 10. Now Graham. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And few players in our league have the range of Devontae Graham, and that's saying something.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, you think of Steph, obviously, and you think of Dame, Lillard. But Graham, you know, he can stretch you out just as far as those guys can, and he does it with the same ease. So you look at his year last year, it really was one of the few bright spots for the Hornets.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by Los Angeles.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Let's go, Dwayne.
Pass to James. Here's Gasol. Fires for 3. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Gasol. McGrady's got 8 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Biyombo, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Wade. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Monk. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. Back to Washington. Second shot opportunity. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from James. James, the pass to LeBron. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Three-pointer. Graham drains the three-pointer.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Beyond the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
But the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Now here's Monk. Wade is covering. Baseline J on the way. The shot by Monk is no good. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. James, again the Lakers. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Pau Gasol.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Passes to Hayward. It's deflected. Wade outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Allen finds Davis. Allen outside. James trying to free himself up. The offensive rebound. Fires from deep. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Davis. Allen's got 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Yeah, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Wallace is checked in for the Lakers. Odom comes in for Dwayne Wade. The Hornets also with a sub. Rozier's checked in.
I tell you what, Rozier is a guy who doesn't back down. Matter of fact, this guy will take a hit and keep on ticking.
McGrady against Rozier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Rozier doing good work that time in the pick and roll.
McGrady against Graham. Basket good. 16 points for him.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McGrady against Graham. Zeller trying to free himself up. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8. Lakers leading by 22. Allen kicks to McGrady. There's the pass to Wallace. Shoots over Bridges, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Wallace has got his first bucket of the night. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Hayward against Odom. Hayward up top. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Rozier with the steal. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
On every possession.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Champ out there with Kobe. And it's McGrady in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Charlotte shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Hayward outside. Kicks it to Ball. Feeds to Zeller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Zeller's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hornets. McGrady outside. Shot from 12. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Hayward on the wing. Lots of room. And the jumper falls for him.
And that's a nice decision on Hayward's part. Good timing on the pass, and he doesn't want to waste an opportunity to bury the jumper.
And the shot is good. Bryant's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Here is Hayward. Here's Bridges.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so Zeller nails both of them. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Charlotte calls, and it's Malik Monk in for Terry Rozier.
I got yours.
Ball against James. Now here's Ball. Not a lot of room. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
McGrady. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Los Angeles leading by 18.
You know, for a young fella, P.J. Washington is starting to show some real skill as a trash talker. I mean, he said back in high school, some people are not mentally strong. So I try to get in their heads a little bit, and so far it seems to be working.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's the feed to Zeller. It's stolen by Davis. McGrady with the ball. Now defended by Hayward.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
And having a mature understanding of the game, Washington exploits any weakness he can find.
Greg, I like that word mature because that's the type of game he has. He's very aware, reads the floor and situations well, and then he executes. He's got a lot of polish and refinement in his game, and he's a value-utility guy who can make plays that help you win.
James, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Monk, no one around him. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 20. And stolen by Hayward. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Pau Gasol is checked in for Los Angeles. Daniels is checked in for Charlotte. Devontae Graham comes in for Monk. Here's Graham, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Graham's got 11 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's James. He's got 8. Fires it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. James has got 4 this quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And the Hornets call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Allen's checked in for Los Angeles. And the dunk by Lebron.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
It's stolen by Bryant. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Allen for 3. It's good from long range. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
1:03 left in the third quarter. And it's Graham missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's James. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Zeller. Miles Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Rozier in for Ball.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Now, here's Bryant. He's got 11. Five to shoot. Kicks it out to James. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The dish to Bryant. Shoots over Biombo, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Kobe's got 9 points here in the second half. Graham gets a wide open look. Gets an open look and hits. From deep, James. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to put the ball in the absolute perfect spot, that's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Bridges. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Biombo at the center filling out the middle. Here's Wade following the score by Charlotte. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Here's Odom after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And you gotta like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Here's Graham. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Allen outside. Wade on the wing. Rozier defending. And the shot goes in.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Wade's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. To the paint. Here's Biombo.
Yeah, he's a threat to throw it down every time he's near the rim. At 6'9", Biombo has not only the height but the strength and bounce to jam it down.
Here's Wade. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations in time?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. When you go back to last season, and you felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
And the Hornets with possession here. After the basket by Los Angeles. Kept alive. Pass to Wanamaker. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
On defense, the Lakers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the left wing. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something if we could get that. You know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Wanamaker. Wade is covering. Here's Martin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 20 feet out. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Wade is an exceptional player, an efficient scorer who can score in bunches. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dwayne Wade.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Hornets. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Washington inside. He's guarded by Dudley. Washington, that's good.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
Allen for 3. Good.
And you can sense that these fans
these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow.